Welcome back. It's Dr. Jen Ferboni, better known as Doc Jen Fit, doctor of physical therapy and owner and founder of Gen Health, your one-stop for all aches and pains that you're having in the body, whether you want to freely search anything on our platform, find free videos, or join a plan and have a daily plan to help you get out of pain long-term. Today, we're going to go through 4 exercises to help keep your shoulders healthy. And I know that some of these might seem very standard, very easy. However, I'm going to use a few tools to help you so that you get the form actually down so that you're getting the purpose of what you're supposed to be doing during these exercises. A lot of times we'll get some rotator cuff shoulder exercises from a basic printout from your PT, but are they really going over the form, what you should be feeling, how you're doing it, how long you're doing it? Like cues like this are so incredibly important in everything we do here on Gen Health. So I want to give you a snapshot of the 4 exercises you should be doing to help keep your shoulders healthy. Now with me, I have a band and I have a towel. Both of these things are from our Optimal Body Therapy Kit. We have a discount if you do not have resistance bands at home that you can use. Plus, our kit comes with a free back plan on how to use all of the things so that you can find relief and stability in your low back. I also have this ball from Tune Up Fitness that I'm going to be using for catches. You can use just a tennis ball. You could use any small ball that you might have around your house and grab that. We're starting with the band tied in a knot and behind a door, and I want it at about elbow height. Now, here's the key. You need that door to be really secure. I have it locked here so it's not going to go anywhere or pop open when I'm pulling on the band. You don't want that resistance band kicking back at you. You could also wrap it around a rack or something sturdy. The first one, I'm going to grab a towel and I'm going to fold it in. So this is a really small towel from our Optimal Body Therapy Kit, or just like a little hand towel. And you're going to put it in your elbow and kind of keep that secure. This is so that when we're moving and rotating, we're rotating purely from that shoulder rather than kind of cheating or letting that arm go with it. Okay, so we want to lock that upper arm down. Then we're going to grab onto the band and you're going to step away. This is for shoulder external rotation holds. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze that towel. I'm going to come into a slight bend and a slight tuck of my pelvis to really engage and activate my core. We can't forget about our center pillar here when we're doing pulls from a door. That's going to activate your core as well. So choke up on the band as much as you need to, squeeze that towel, slight tuck, bend in the knees, pull and hold. Your wrist should be right in front of your elbow. You can always step out more if you need a little bit more resistance here. And you breathe. You hold for about 10 seconds. We're keeping that shoulder locked back and down. So it's not coming forward. You're keeping it back and you hold for about 10 seconds. Let it go. We're going to try that again. Keep that arm here, elbow tucked into your side, shoulder back, bend, tuck, and pull and hold. About 10 seconds here. Breathing and holding. You should start to feel that shoulder starting to do some work here, and we're not even going anywhere. We're just holding it, okay? You can always do a little bit more than 10 seconds if you're like, that 10 seconds, I didn't really feel anything. Now let's switch it to the other side. Again, keep that towel tucked into that elbow, pulling on that band, coming out as far as you need to, slight tuck, bend in the knees, engage the core, and pull out and hold. That shoulder and shoulder blade is not going anywhere. After just 10 seconds of steady tension, you should start to feel that really working. We release, come back, set that shoulder down, set that pelvis. Rib cage is over that pelvis. We're using and engaging our core as we hold. We don't realize that our core goes all the way up to our shoulder blades, so understanding how we're stacking here is so important to how we're strengthening here. Okay, then I'm just going to switch it and we're going to do internal rotation. So I'm going to hold that towel into my side on the hand that's on the inside of that band now, stepping out, squeeze, and then I'm going to pull it in and hold. So again, my wrist is right in front of my elbow. I step out as much as I need to, or choke up on the band more, and I keep that shoulder engaged and then relax. So it's just 10 seconds. It goes by pretty quick. engage that core and hold. You want to make sure you're not twisting and you're keeping that chest stable and in place. This is almost like a Pallof press where you're really, you're trying to resist that rotation from that pull, but we're doing it more from that shoulder. After a couple, you're going to go to the other side. And again, step out or choke up on that band more, and then just hold it in. That shoulder stays back and down. That core is engaged, pelvis slightly tucked, and then we let it go. And again, tuck, hold, breathe, about 10 seconds. Now, this is a really good place to warm up prior to exercise, even if you're just going to do this one. Now, you can always do a couple more rounds. If you feel like 10 seconds wasn't enough, do a little bit more. If you feel like 2 rounds wasn't enough, do a little bit more. Listen, start to learn how to listen to your body and what you need. Now we're gonna come out and we're gonna do external rotation repetitions. So I'm gonna come out, choking up on that band as much as I need to, or stepping out further. And I'm going to bend slightly in the knees, tuck that tailbone under, engage that core, and keeping that elbow pushed into that towel, I'm just going to move from about 45 degrees out and then right in front of my belly button. So it's belly button and out, belly button and out. I'm going to do 10 of them. They should be really stable. The chest and the sternum are not moving. Okay, you're still squeezing that towel in place so that you're solely moving from that shoulder, and you should start to feel that shoulder fatigue. Now, as I'm talking, I'm losing count, so I'm just going to do a couple more, but make sure you do 10, and then we'll give it a little break. You can always switch side to side. I'm just going to do 2 rounds on that same side and then switch. Keeping that arm tucked in, start right in front of your belly button, a small tuck of that pelvis, and nothing moves. So the reason we unlock our knees and kind of get that core in nice and tight is so that we're really creating that stable base for that shoulder to strengthen and gain stability around. Now, I am using a yellow band, which is our lightest, and I'm already feeling that just in 2 rounds. Pretty shocking what can happen when you really set up your body in the correct way. So again, I choke up on that band as much as I need to, bend, slightly tuck, start in front of your belly button, come about 45 degrees. So you don't need to be opening too far. That can create some funny body patterns. So it's really just going to that 45 degree mark and then coming slowly back in. You don't want to rush it. So out and slow on the way in, out and slow. This slow, controlled manner in how we're moving is really going to help to build that strength through that range of motion, which is what we want when we're doing repetitions of rotation. Okay, take a little break after 10. I think that was 10. And then we go again. Set up your stance, set up your core, hand right in front of the belly button, and we go out about 10 times. Okay, now if 2 rounds, you're like, I could do more than that, or you notice your range of motion is getting a lot smaller. You're like, wow, I'm really feeling it. That is all you need. Okay. I'm going to stay on this side. I'm going to take that towel over to the other side. Now I'm going to do internal rotation. So I probably need to choke up on the band a little bit more. I come out. So now I'm starting at that 45 degree resistance. So you want it to be out, not too far where you're opening in your chest. Your rib cage is locked down, slight tilt in that pelvis, and then you come in to your belly button. Out nice and slow, in. Slow and controlled, in. And we do about 10 this way. Making sure that you're squeezing in that towel and you're not just rounding forward in that shoulder. So you can also put your hand on that shoulder. Make sure that it's staying back as you're doing this. Take a little break after 10. And then we go right back into it, setting up our stance, hand at about 45 degrees, and then it comes into your belly button. And again, we're keeping that shoulder blade back in that position. So if this is hard to keep that shoulder back and move in this rotation, then we know we're lacking some stability and control in this range of motion. So this is a great place to start. You can reduce the range of motion. You can reduce the tension and how much you're choking up on the band. So you just kind of have to play with it and listen to your body. So we're going to get it on the other side, choke up on that band, start at 45 degrees, and then I come in toward my belly button. And again, is that shoulder staying back? You should feel some work in that shoulder blade. Our rotator cuff muscles are around the shoulder blade and and connect into the shoulder. So we're feeling that entire portion of that shoulder blade and shoulder starting to work here. We'll do one more. Setting and breathing. Coming in toward that belly button, keeping that towel right in place. So this towel helps to keep you honest. Is your arm moving away from your body? Are you kind of letting that arm go up and down? Are you moving in your body? This all helps to really keep us honest so that we're doing the exercise in the purpose and the way that we're meant to. We're going to work on that control from the rotator cuff going into external rotation and then adding a reach. So now we're working on our serratus anterior here. So we're thinking of keeping this at 90 degrees of the elbow, and without moving in your body or tensioning anywhere, you're just going to keep that shoulder blade or that shoulder down as that shoulder blade rotates up. So you're going to think of that lower edge of the shoulder blade following the elbow as it comes up and then comes back. So again, you're really thinking this shoulder blade here is going to be rotating up and out. Might be hard to feel what is happening. So this is where you're just going to want to work on that visualization. And the more that you do this, the more that it's going to start to connect. Now I'm going to just have my hand out here. So start where you feel some tension. Especially for your first time, you don't want to feel a ton of tension. So come in a little bit more if you need to. We're setting the knees in a slight bend, tucking the tailbone slightly to engage the core. Come out so that the wrist is in line with the elbow, and then leading from that elbow, reach that elbow forward, and then coming right back into a pocket as if you're squeezing a towel. Reach and back. 3, 4, reach from that elbow, reach 5, 6, 7, and you're keeping that hand out, tension on the band, 8, 9, and 10. And the reason I love this, we're really gonna fire up that rotator cuff by pulling that tension on the band, but at the same time, we're getting that good control of that scapula at the same time. So it's just so good for that entire shoulder. A little bit more advanced. We're going to, again, squeeze here, tuck, come out so that the wrist is in line, and think of rotating, rotating, rotating. It's almost like your shoulder blade is trying to poke out into your armpit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that wrist out. 6, it's in line with the elbow this whole time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you might feel a little funny, like being in this weird stance with a small squat, but this really helps. So when we set our core in place, our shoulder blades have that better stability and control to move from. We're gonna do it one more time on each side. So set that band, elbow back, and reach that elbow up. 1, 2, 3, shoulder stays down. 4, you could put your hand on your shoulder. 5, make sure it stays down. 6, 7, you're reaching from that shoulder blade forward. 8, let that shoulder blade follow the elbow. 9 and 10, and then we'll switch to the other side. Again, set that, slight tuck and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, reach out. 5, shoulder down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to do some dynamic reactive work for that rotator cuff. Now I have a small ball and I'm going to do it in a quadruped position, but before I do it in this low position, I want to show you a couple variations if you don't feel comfortable, you're not coordinated with catching a ball, or it's just not connecting for you right now. So you can always start in a half kneeling position, put anything under the knee for cushion if you need to, and you come up and you catch. Okay, so you could start here it's a little less work on that shoulder. So if this feels more comfortable to start, it's still going to work in that rotator cuff because we're in this out extended position and we're slowing down and catching the ball. Now, if that ball catch is just not happening for you, but you want to be in that quadruped position, you could take a band. I like to make a little knot and kind of have a handle, and you can come into all fours and then bring that elbow out to the side and just work on going up fast and kind of catching that band at the bottom. So you don't want it to just slap back. You kind of come up and catch and stop that band from coming all the way down. So it'd be here. Okay, so this is always an option of where you can start if you don't feel comfortable using the ball at all. Now we're going to use the ball and try this out. I'm also a gymnast in my background, so catching things is not my specialty, but we're going to give it a try. So elbow out to the side, coming up, and we have 15 because they're quick. It's almost like the ball is not leaving my arm, like that, is not leaving my hand. So there's always contact because I'm coming up, but I'm trying to quickly catch that ball at the bottom. Okay. And after 15, you should start to feel that shoulder fatigue a lot. Let's try the other side. Now you can always really engage in that core. So I don't want you moving and rotating here. So try to keep that pelvis locked down and engage in that core. Push through your fingertips on the other side to kind of set that shoulder blade and actually release that ball and catch. You'll start to see how uncoordinated with the ball I am as I'm doing this, but just trying to keep that elbow kind of rotating along that axis straight out from my shoulder. You will start to feel that working, and I'm working on that dynamic, reactive control of that muscle. Whoo! And then we'll just do one more round on each side. You can always do more. This is great as a warm-up prior to exercise as well, just getting that dynamic control. So elbow up, and we're trying to keep that elbow in place as we catch the ball. Now, I am not good at talking and counting, especially when they're quick counts like this. So you just want to be making sure you're counting your reps and you're doing about 15, or if it starts to really fatigue, then you know you're getting to a good place, okay? Woo! Last one on the other side, taking it up and catching it. And I'm trying to look out at my elbow, like how much am I cheating here? Whew. I'm also using a pretty light ball. I think that's better for me. So I'm not having to catch anything real heavy. So again, play around with the ball size that you have and what you have available, or start with that band. I hope you're feeling the effectiveness on those shoulders just from doing those 4 exercises. Now, if that's a lot to do on a daily basis, break them up. Choose 1 or 2 to do before a workout and get your shoulders working better together through that rotator cuff, creating that stability. And if you need a plan to follow, that doesn't just include the stability, but mobility of the shoulder, mobility of the upper back, and actually helping you to create stronger shoulders long-term through a full 30-day plan and multiple phases. I'd highly recommend checking out our shoulder plan on Gen Health. You could start for a free week, and with our discount code, you can get started for that 30 days for just $20. Get those shoulders healthy, feel better long-term, and get started in our shoulder plan on Gen Health.
Don't forget, if you love what you're learning, I have so much more in stock for you. So hit that subscribe button, check out the other videos I've done in the past, and leave any comments of any suggestions that you have for videos in the future. And I can't wait to help you feel incredible and amazing within your body.